Man, I gotta clean everything up here. I gotta clean all this stuff up. Waiting for JeramieLu. What's up, guys? How is everyone today? How is everyone? We're just getting going here. Give everybody some time to actually get up here and hang out with me. And I gotta figure out what I'm actually editing today and culling, at least. I've been recording these little videos for everybody on these little like 10-minute editing videos, and they're working out pretty well here, but I gotta figure out what I'm editing today, or at least what I'm starting on. So let's go here. We're gonna kind of go and pick our days. Did that, gonna send that out. Ain't nothing holding me back. Ooh, look at that light on me. It's a little harsh though, right? That's a little harsh. Nope, super harsh. Way too harsh. There we go. There we go, much better. Awesome. All right, we're starting to get people in here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am just selecting what I'm going to be culling today, and we are going to be doing a little talking. So we're going to kind of do a general Q&A today. It's Thursday. It is Thursday, the 7th. Good, the 17th. My watch has been like off by a day, so I haven't figured out how to do it. Finally did it. I have a wedding tomorrow, so I'm actually in wedding prep. My cameras are being cleaned by Steven right now. He's over at Nevada Fine Arts, and he is just here till tonight, but he said he might be here till tomorrow. I would give them a ring over there if you're interested in getting your camera or lenses cleaned and go that route with him. But he's awesome, and they're there, and I'm super happy, and I already paid for it, so it's cool. It's good to go. Today is a general Q&A, so those of you that are watching, you guys kind of know a little bit about me, but what I'm going to tell you again is read the description, learn a little bit about me, and also figure out how to send stuff to me, some critiques. I have 2 or 3 things in the email right now for critiques, and we'll do that sometime next week. Learn a bit about Hatch Lab. We're getting going now. We're starting to feel the donations come in, so we're super excited about that and what Hatch Lab is going to do for the community. It's all in there as well. Also, you can donate right through here, right through this channel as well, straight to Hatch Lab, and that would be amazing. Also, if you're not a subscriber and you're watching this, give me a thumbs up. We're going to keep these going. I've been doing live streams now for about 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 times, 4 times last week. But I want to keep this going with you guys, and as long as people are responding, I'll keep it going. But I won't stop recording the videos as well, so I have some editing videos, and I have a lot of stuff in the queue, but I'm trying not to overwhelm myself or anybody by uploading 1,000 photos or videos all at once. But yeah, so I'm going to let you guys kind of come in here. I'm going to do a little chat and talk about what I'm doing here. But today is a Q&A for weddings. Have you wanted to shoot a wedding? Are you scared of weddings? Are you not scared of weddings? Do you shoot a lot of weddings? Let me know what's up, and we'll talk about it. And we'll get some people here. I'm going to get some Hatch members into this as well. And I'm going to do this. Wedding Q&A right now. But if you guys are in the chat room or in the room, say what's up. Let me know what's going on. I'm not live streaming on any other platforms. I think I'm going to slow that down. I'm just kind of letting everybody know that I'm there. We're going to take these. So I take directly from my hard drive here. I'm going to take this. I'm going to throw these all onto my edited images. These are images that I try to do in order but have not been edited yet. Raquel's in the chat room. Hoo-hoo. Best marketing ideas for weddings. So this is a very, 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 very broad topic, but it's fairly easy. So I probably get hit up by like the Knot, Wedding Wire, Yelp, Yelp's a whole different story. Yelp kind of scammed me a little bit this last couple months, so I'm not super happy with them at all. But I get kind of hit with them all the time, and it's always a request for money for advertising and promise of getting more people in front of you, which is always a little scary when they try to promise something like that. I want you guys to remember that. Nobody can really promise you anything because nothing is guaranteed. So that's the way you can go as far as marketing. I don't like that at all. Oh, I put too many into this. I don't like marketing that way at all. I like having control of where my money goes and control of what my money is going to do for me. So here's what I do. So instead of telling you what everything is, here's what I do. I spend my marketing dollars with my vendors, with my clients. So let's talk about vendors first. Raquel, what'd you say here? Yeah, Raquel, I lost like $2,000 being scammed by them. It wasn't a scam. I'm sure they were doing what they're doing, but I didn't get anything back that was promised. And they actually tried to charge me more on top of what we were doing. So basically I had a contract of 3 months, we were done, and then they kept charging me, and then they wouldn't stop. And now they're sending me emails on like, hey, your account's delinquent. And I'm like, it's not delinquent. I did my stuff. You guys are horrible people. All right, besides that, so I spend my money on my vendors. And what that means is I will, I'll shoot a wedding, and I'll work with vendors, especially coordinators and venues. Those are my two #1 things. DJs, we do different kind of networking and marketing with them. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sure this is not really hitting this, but all right, cool. So I will make albums for my wedding coordinators that I work with, that I love, because think about it. Your coordinators have weddings, and in turn, if they have weddings, then they're going to be able to refer you out, right? So why not give them an album or a book or make something for them that is easier for them to go, hey, book JeramieLu Photography, and this is why you need to book him because of these photos. And they could just show photos that you have taken. Super easy way to do that. Venues, for sure. Venues, I always like to print out a canvas for them and give them a canvas of the person and how your work's great. But if they have nothing to show the potential brides, you're just kind of wasting your time. So that's what I do. I like to spend my money on that. Now, as far as my client goes, I want to spend money letting my clients talk about me more, right? So who says that the day of a wedding is the only time that a client really should know who you are and talk about you? So here's what we do. When we book a client, when we book a wedding client, the first thing we do is we take some of our investment money, so let's say our advertising money, and we send them a thank you box. As soon as they book us, next week out, thank you box into their mail. First off, nobody really gets mail anymore, so I always give mail. I always put a little handwritten note in it, and I always say thank you so much for trusting me with your amazing day. I can't wait to rock out this wedding with you. I'm here if you need me. Otherwise, I'll be contacting you when you need me. When I need you, enjoy, blah, 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 box. A little bit later, I take some more money, and then I get them maybe 2 $5 gift cards. 2 $5 gift cards to Starbucks or to your favorite place. I'm a big Starbucks coffee drinker. I actually love Starbucks. For the people that are always about like mom and pop places, I like Starbucks. It's consistent. It's fine. I know what I'm getting. That's what I like. But I also like Starbucks because I'm a destination wedding photographer as well. So 30% of my weddings every year are on location somewhere else. I need a place that I can send my clients that's uniform, so that, you know, I'm not sending them something from a local coffee shop here. Well, they'll never be able to use it. So I'll send them 2 $5 gift cards, and in there I'll have I have these little. Let me show you guys. I have these generic little things printed. You guys can kind of see it on this bottom screen here. I'll put it on this one. It's inside. It's a foldable card that I made, and it just says JeramieLu Photography. Open me. I do a little handwritten note in everything that I send always. So handwritten note. And then on the back it says, caution, reading this note will make you smile. With a little tree logo here that I have. It's part of my logo. So I will take this card and I will write for the $10. Hey, I know all of I know all you have been doing over the past few weeks is talking about the wedding. Please take an hour out on me and reconnect. No wedding talk. And I got this from Zach and Jody, zachandjody.com. They are amazing, so I got that idea from them. So I can't take that idea, but it's actually helped a lot, and it's just a surprise that I send to my clients. It's $10, guys. $10 plus postage. You can do that. You can do that, and you can be an amazing person for your team. So I'm going to bring all this here, and we're going to do some culling. So that's where I do there. Wedding comes, cool, you shoot the wedding, you're doing your thing. And one last thing I do for my clients is a year after the wedding. Exactly 1 year after the wedding, I will send them an email and I will gift them, not give them, nothing's free, but I will gift them a 20 by 30 canvas. So the email just goes out and says, hey, choose, I can't believe it's been a year already. Go ahead and pick your favorite image. I will send you guys a 20 by 30 canvas of that image so you can throw it in your house. Again, this is continuing in my advertising, right? So I can now, not only are they, we're talking about me before the wedding, now it gives them a reason to talk about me after the wedding. All the people that have been to their wedding, all the people that are going to go to their house are going to be like, oh my God, like look at that photo, it's so good, it's so great. And they're like, yeah, JeramieLu sent this to me as a gift. I mean, like, how many wedding vendors are still going to talk to their clients after a year other than like through social media, through Facebook, or through like just regular bullshitting? My clients are still going to talk about me. Why didn't this go over here? So that's where I put my money. I put my money on things that I can control a little bit directly to my clients, because ultimately my clients are going to refer me out better than somebody just looking on Yelp or somebody looking through Wedding Wire or whatever. Now, if you're with those companies, that's great. I know they all have free versions of everything. I use the free versions of everything. But, if something does happen, the only thing that annoys me with all these companies is that I will call them and I will say, hey, I haven't noticed any change. I haven't noticed any change on anything. And then they'll be like, well, looking at your bank account, sir, we've noticed that you're getting a lot of hits. You're getting more hits than you were before you signed up with us. And I'm like, I don't care about hits. I want money in my pocket. I want people to contact me. And then weirdly enough, always, and if you're with these groups, try this. As soon as you call, within 2 to 3 days later, you're going to get a random somebody inquiring to book a wedding with you or your prices or whatever. You email them back and you never hear back from them again. I mean, maybe it's just coincidence. Maybe I'm just, maybe it's just a coinky-dink, but it pisses me off. It makes me super, super mad. And ultimately, I've spent a good amount of money investing into particularly Wedding Wire and Yelp. And, they hit you hard. They hit you hard before you book them. And then when you book them, they're done. They're done. So, whatever. What else, guys? What other wedding stuff do we have? What other wedding stuff do we have? Oh, God, I feel like I should be streaming on both, but I don't really want to. I don't really want to. I don't. All right, let's get this. Let's do this, guys. Ooh, good job, Chris. 6-day feature shoot. That's awesome sauce, buddy. I'm live. Come to YouTube and let's talk weddings. I feel like some people see these and they're like, God damn it, he's doing it again. He's doing his freaking talks again. Why is he doing his talks? Why does Jeramie keep talking to us? Hey, Facebookers, we're over here on YouTube. I'm trying to get more people to come over here so that we can talk a little bit more. We're 15 minutes in, and we're talking about weddings and a wedding Q&A specifically for photographers. We're actually talking about marketing now. So if you guys want to jump over to the book, or I'm sorry, the tube, I'd love to chat with you guys a little bit more. And I'm doing some culling and editing now. I need to get these off of here. But yeah, come check me out over on YouTube, guys. And we're just chatting and talking while I do some editing here. Jesse Baxter, how is your arm, dude? Is it arm? Is it like whole arm? whole arm. Something was going on. Something was going on. Thank you guys for coming in. Go to YouTube. We're talking here about weddings and marketing, and actually somebody asked about marketing, but we're talking about wedding Q&As, and you guys are just going to help me hang out while I am doing some editing and culling right now. And I do have a wedding tomorrow, a Friday wedding at Hidden Valley, so we're just, I always try to keep it low-key on a day before a wedding, but it's summertime, and, well, it's not. I mean, kids are in school, so it's actually really hard for me to not work. I do not have my cameras today, because my gear is being cleaned by Steve from Camera Clinic, and he is over at Nevada Fine Arts until, he said, 7 tonight. I don't know if he has any room to get people in, but he said he might be here tomorrow, or might be pulling cameras tomorrow if there's more people. Get at it, guys. $50 for a camera and a lens, and he's freaking amazing, and he's local, and you don't have to send it to Canon and wait back. You don't have to send it anywhere and get it back. It's kind of the way you do it. Raquel asks, how do you deliver clients' wedding photos? Raquel, I deliver it 2 ways. First, we got to use online galleries for everything. It's also a backup for me, so I use Zenfolio.com, and I send them a, I can deliver it that way. I can give them a downloadable link. They can download that if they want to. And also I do a USB. So I do a USB of a 4 gigabyte USB that I get through photoflashdrive.com, and I buy them in bulk, so they're not custom to the client. You know, sometimes you can put like an image or something on for the client, but I don't do that. I have a custom one that's my branding. That looks like this. Hold up. Hold on, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Oh. I gotta open all the boxes. Alright. So this is my, you can see on the small one here. This is my little swivel USB. It just says JeramieLu Photography. It's my logo. And then I have this thing. And this just slides into this thing. And it goes in. I send him with the package, again with a handwritten note, and that's how I send it to him. Hey Aunt Karen, happy birthday. Happy birthday. My mom's twin is on here. If you guys, yes, you can see it. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Here, let's do it on the big one. Big one. Oh, God, I have to move this screen here. Sorry, I only see half my screen. Boom. There it is. So that's how I deliver that, and then I use a company called JPEG Mini, which you can see me highlight down here, JPEG Mini Pro. It's $99 for software. You get the software outright, and basically it takes all of your JPEGs and brings them down in size. I want to say like 1/3 of the size, something crazy, like 30% of the size, and now instead of having like 8 gigabyte or 8 gigabyte flash drives or anything like that, I can get smaller ones and rock it out. So check them out. They're really cool. I need to type them in my little, I'll put them in my description here. Maybe they'll be my homies. I'll put them at the very bottom of this description here, guys. Check out some amazing companies I use for my photography. www.jpegmini.com. So it's in there. You guys can check it out. I don't know if it updates right away, but you guys can see that. I give them all the images in one folder, one gallery, so I don't break it up with like ceremony, reception, and all that. It's all in one gallery. It goes from beginning to end in chronological order. And that's how they get their photos. Guys, if you guys are on Facebook, head over to YouTube. We're having a conversation. You can actually see what I'm doing here, why I'm not looking at anybody particularly. We're doing some edits here. The edits that I'm doing is an amazing model. Her name's Alora. She goes by Tia. And she's a really good buddy of mine. And we just get together and do some creative stuff every once in a while. So she's really, really cool, down to earth chick. And we had some fun in the heat, and I'm just kind of going through these photos. These are about 2 weeks ago I shot, so my editing right now is about 2 weeks. I'm 2 weeks behind, although I do tell my clients 2 to 3 weeks. But if you guys come onto YouTube, we are now talking about, we're doing a wedding Q&A. So actually we're talking about marketing right now, USBs, and how we deliver wedding photos. www.photoflashdrive.com. Boom. I really should start doing everything a little bit more. My contacts feel super dry today, so it's really hard for me to see stuff. Photoflashdrive.com. What does it say? What does it say? But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Once you guys get over to YouTube, all my YouTubers here who are hanging out with me, go ahead and read the description. I have a couple cool links in there. Find out a little bit more about me, about Hatch Lab, and what we're doing. I'm trying to live stream almost every day just to kind of keep people involved, and it helps me when I edit so I don't fall asleep. But it's a constant struggle. I did spend 2 hours and 35 minutes today. I actually timed myself on emails, and I still have 74 emails that I haven't even touched. So if you're waiting for an email from me, I am so sorry. I am done for the day. Oh my God. Yeah, it was just, I remember I was going through it and I'm like, I'm still doing it. I'm still working. Supernatural here. Supernatural. Bye, Aunt Karen. See you later. I'll see you later, guys. Guys, if you're on Facebook, go to YouTube. We're chatting here. Those of you on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed yet, please just subscribe. If you really, really want to subscribe, like for reals, you can hit that bell up top, and it'll tell you every time I go live or every time I post a video, which I try to do a video daily, and I have a bunch in the queue that you guys will see soon. Some live edits, some behind-the-scenes footage, some not rants, but kind of talks. I feel like I don't rant. I feel like I just talk. Might be a rant. So I don't know. But yeah, if you guys are in here, let's do it. We're doing a wedding Q&A here. Do you have any questions about weddings, or something you're talking about, or something you're confused about, or like, hey, how did this photographer do this, or what does this photographer do for this? Because I promise you, the questions you have are the same questions I had, and we might have found it different ways, but why don't you find it the cool way now? Give you guys some options here. Nice. Ooh, that sun is harsh, man. So I think I'm going to edit these. When I actually go to edit these, I think I'm going to do like a vintage edit. Very like high grain. I don't know. Tia's probably working right now, so I don't think she's watching this. I don't think she's watching this. Hey guys, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. jpegmini.com, photoflashdrive.com. You know what? I have to make a note. I'm gonna email them and see if like, hey, do you guys want to like sponsor me? That'd be so cool. Maybe create like a sponsorship list. Floss! My floss missing? Oh, you guys didn't even see it. Woo! No floss. Questionnaire received, which means I get to book a client. That's just how we do's it. How is everybody doing with weddings, huh? Everybody that's watching. I mean, are we feel like our weddings are on point? Do we feel like we're doing everything we can? Are we less confused about weddings and the flow of a wedding and delivering consistent and editable images every time? What do we feel about that? Do we still get nervous before a wedding? And then what do you do to make sure that you don't do the same thing over and over again or get super bored, or, you know, what do you guys do? Tomorrow I'm going to be at Hidden Valley shooting a wedding, and I'm excited, but Hidden Valley is a hard place to shoot. There's just not much stuff. There's cool spots that we can hide. There's like a willow tree or a, I don't know what it's called. It's like whispering vines that kind of come down. So it's pretty cool, but you know, not the thing. Guys, if you're here, go to YouTube. Go youtube.com. Come to YouTube. Find me, and we're talking on here. You guys are actually, that's where we're talking. Facebook Live, I just have you guys going just to send you to YouTube, so I'm sorry if I'm ignoring you completely. But that's what I'm doing. And we're doing some live edits here of a model shoot. She has clothes on. She looks amazing. It's vintagey. But you can come and actually see what I'm doing. So if you're a photographer, highly recommend jumping on here, seeing how I do my culling and my editing, and seeing how, you know, similar it is to yours, or if you have a better way of doing it, then awesome. This is just the way I do it. And this is the first level cull for everything. What that means is I go through a bunch of shoots multiple times. And so I go through them once, delete all the images I don't like, get those out, go back again, and so forth. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Hey, Karina. How are you? Go to YouTube. We're over at YouTube right now. We're doing YouTube stuff. We are about 30 minutes in, and we're actually talking about wedding. We're doing a wedding Q&A. So far we've been talking about marketing. We've been talking about client delivery. And it's kind of nice. I'm liking this YouTube live thing. I'm liking building it. So I'm at the building process right now. And, you know, we're just trying to keep it going for my sanity, for us. Building Hatch Lab. A lot of cool stuff happening in life. So if you guys can tell, I go through these pretty quickly, and the reason I go through these quickly is because I remember how I shot these images. It's really hard to actually cull somebody else's images. So if you guys are looking at like, oh my god, he's deleting like all these images, I know and I remember what I shot. I remember the process, and I kind of know which ones are keepers anyways, but I'm just kind of, I'm leaving extra ones in here just in case I do forget or I do miss one or whatever. But oh my god, if you've ever tried to go through somebody else's photos, god, that's like the hardest thing ever. But I should start charging for that. Like, if you want me to go through your photos, guys, I'll totally do it. It'll be like a penny a photo. Like their whole gallery. So if you send me 3,000 photos, it'll be $3. No, that's horrible. $3. I'm good. Yeah, we're over at YouTube. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Check me out. We're doing a little talk. I was watching House of Cards, if you guys are seeing here. I don't know if anybody's watched that show. I'm only on season 2, episode 3. So don't say anything. But it's a good show so far. I haven't, I've seen it. I've seen it on the Netflix, but I've never actually wanted to watch it. And I started watching it. It turned out awesome. Oops, sorry. Sorry, computadora. Cool. So we just went through the first batch of Tia's photos. I gotta take this off. Now we're on to the Meadows. The Meadows family. And this was fun. I shot one of the couples in here. I shot their wedding a few years back. So everybody's in town. We get to do some amazing family photos over at Bartley Ranch. Also, my computer screen is a 27-inch iMac, so it's really, really big. The bigger the screen, the better for me. If I can get it bigger, if they want to make a bigger one, I'm super happy to do that. I think I'd want I like the width. I want like a taller one. Like up to here. So guys, we're talking about weddings while you're in here with me. We're talking about weddings. All you guys over here, all you guys go to YouTube. That's where the conversation's happening. Everybody's bailing on Facebook and going to YouTube. I like it. I like that number raised. But we're doing Q&As on weddings. So far we talked about marketing, where to spend our marketing dollars, how I'm not a fan of Wedding Wire, Yelp, spending money on that. And I can say that because you know what? I've put money into it, thousands of dollars, and nothing's really happened. The best way for my money was actually giving it or purchasing stuff directly for vendors and brides and clients, and that pushes out. So, we don't all have a ton of money to spend on advertising on billboards and everything, so we have to make sure that we spend our money on the correct resources. So we got to do that. But if you guys have any questions, it's wedding Q&A day. Type it up on there. I'm just alone in my room editing. Check out some of these amazing companies use my photography. Give them a shout. No, let's not do that. I am like a DJ. Chicka chicka. Chicka chicka. I don't know. I use these companies for my photography daily. Got it. I got a whole message to a group. Oh. It's just Ronald McDonald. Oh, my contacts are freaking on fire, bruh. Where are the Q&As, guys? Bring them to me. If I wasn't living with you guys, I would be doing this by myself. So if you guys are on YouTube or on Facebook, go to YouTube. We're having a little combo here. But hope everybody's doing awesome. Hope you guys are at home editing, working, on a shoot, leaving this in the background, whatever. This is a couple. I shot their wedding in Tahoe, and they were super, super awesome kids. A lot of stuff's happening with these noises, guys. I just backed a Kickstarter from a company called Square and Jellyfish, and it's a I don't know, it's like for your iPhone. It's like a little tripod. You put your iPhone in it, but the cool thing, different thing about this is that it actually lets you put like a video light on it and maybe a microphone. So for your phone, plugs into there, and I can enhance my live ability. I like shooting stuff with my iPhone. I like doing live stuff because I don't have to edit it and I have to play with it. If I had to edit my videos, I would not do it. It's more time consuming. That's why I'm not a videographer, and that's why I don't use my like DSLR for filming this right here. You know, because I'm using just my Mac screen that I have right here. So I mean, I bet I could put my 5D Mark IV up here and get amazing quality video, but I will not, and I am not, because that's not what it's about, guys. Ooh, we're getting more people in here. Pat, what's up, buddy? Pat, we're having a wedding Q&A right now for the next 24 minutes, 25, 20, 27 minutes. So if you have any questions about weddings, let's talk about it while I cull this family shoot here. Nice. I bet people on like Facebook are like, why is he not talking? Why is he just sitting there? And I'll tell you why, guys. Boom. Ooh, ended abruptly. That's what I do. Cool. Alright, I didn't want to stream on both. Boom. So when I send out, you know, today I probably sent out maybe like 100 emails responding to people in the 2.5 hours. I expect to get 100 back in like the next couple days. So I have to do emails every day, otherwise, like a little dance. The model walk, getting it. Getting it, girl. Getting it. Oh, perfect. So if you guys are here just watching the culling, Just enjoy it. If you want to turn the sound off, you can. Or I can sing to you, which I will not. Sometimes I just, when I first started, I would just go on and watch people edit. And you never know what technique you're actually going to pull from somebody. You know, until you go to edit, obviously you're not editing the exact same picture they're doing it. But I would just watch people edit. My girls now, they'll go on YouTube and just watch people make like Play-Doh or play video games or something, just straight up for like hours. Maybe I should make a Play-Doh video, get some people involved. So we got 5 people in the chat here, 5 whole people. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me on at 1:30 on a Thursday, College Friday. Say what's up if you're in there. It doesn't tell me who's in there. It just says that people are in there. Raquel asks, do you back up your images the same way as other shoots you do, or different methods for weddings? The same way. I do everything the same. I have to because I'm very analytical. So I have a to-do list of my life. Everything that I do is the same. So with weddings, I'll export them max res JPEGs. Those all go into a gallery. They back up into a hard drive. That backs up into another hard drive. And I also use a company here called Backblaze, which is right down here. That's constant. It's like Carbonite, constantly backs up my stuff. But other than that, nope, weddings are the exact same. As portraits, they are the same. They're just bigger files or bigger whatever. Pat says, I know you enjoy using Flash, but it comes to weddings, do you personally prefer natural, Flash, or both? Weddings is natural light as much as I can, Pat. Virtually the entire wedding, even if it's bad lighting, I'll do it, but I'll get a little creative with it. I only pull the Flash out during the reception for dancing, and that's like harsh Flash right into people's faces. Or if I want to do some epic shots, then I'll pull out the Flash and light up the back of, light them up so I can get Tahoe in the background or a sunset or something. But with weddings, 95% of the day is gonna be natural light. And the only way to really do that though is to have amazing glass. I shoot everything at like f2.0. So being able to target any light that you have, great glass, and then that depth of field change really makes it pop. But if you're shooting all natural light all day at like f5.6, it's gonna look like crap. I don't care what anybody says. It's gonna look stupid. Yeah. So guys that are just joining me here, if you haven't subscribed yet, please give me a little subscribe. Click on bell. Read the description. Also, for you locals that need to get your camera clean, Steve is here. Today's his last day here, but he might be here locally as well for some things, so you can contact him there. But over at Nevada Fine Arts is where he's working out of right now. And he owns Camera Clinic, which we used to have off of Gregg Street, and we would just drop our stuff off. He would clean it. I would have a problem with my lens. He would clean it and work it and fix my lens. But he no lives here no more. He no live here. It's upsetting. Pat, it depends on how much it is to rent the lenses. If you have some friends or homies that trust you enough to let you do that, I highly recommend that. But yeah, you can rent them if you want, and rent them for longer than you need them. Usually it's cheaper to do that anyways, but rent them for longer than you need to. That way you can play and do some stuff on your own and buy it later on if you really like it. But the goal is always buying it. Even buying used is better than renting, just because you're wasting your money renting. You know how it is. We be calling. Dude, this was a big shoot, man. This actually was a big shoot. I think it went a little long. So that's why we do like multiple calls. This first call is just for me, just to kind of, hey, Jeremy, you shot way too much of this stuff. And this is how I shoot, guys. This is how I'll always shoot. So if you come onto here and tell me you're shooting way too much, I'll be like, hey, digital's cheap. Memory cards are cheap. F it. F it, bruh. Oh, the kiss is here. Oh, the kiss is here. We're here for another 20 minutes, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Stay with me, hang with me, ask me questions. Let's get a dialogue going here. If you do shoot weddings, what questions do you have? Is there anything that happens during a wedding that you just don't know? Maybe you've had an experience at a wedding that you're just like, you know, totally, I don't know what happened, bro, but things happened. Oh my God, we're getting so many messages in this group. Hiccup. Oh, my wrist popped it 5 different ways. There's like videos of people popping stuff on YouTube, and I should just do that. I should just be like, I'm gonna do that. Oh yes, now we're up to hear some modeling stuff here. This is Jenna. We had an interesting conversation on Facebook yesterday involving modeling and future careers and how certain modeling can deter an employer from hiring you in the future. But that's not today's topic. Today's topic is about weddings. So let's ask those wedding questions. Ooh, I got another one here. Ooh, somebody's called 800 number? I don't know you, Becky. 800 number, shut up. Shut up. All right, I'm gonna turn this sound off. Also, since you literally have to capture everything, autofocus lenses are a must. I love manual focus. Pat, I don't do any manual focus in my life at all. I mean, I set my focus points to where I need to, but yeah, man, I mean, that's what these lenses are for. I mean, they're for the... Tell me, what's the benefit of being a manual focus lens, or manual only, or going manual rather than autofocus, other than when you have to? For instance, if I'm shooting the rings, if I'm shooting diamonds on a ring or something super small like within here, I might have to go into manual focus so that I can see it clear, because I can't focus, there's not enough light to actually focus, so I can see what I can see and I can focus and get close. Other than that, autofocus is life. Autofocus is life. Hashtag blessed. Jesus, guys, what are you guys doing? Ron, I see you texting, messaging all day, every day. So again, with Jenna, this is a model shoot, and we're gonna call a little harder than we would from a portrait session, because I'm going to be editing a majority of these photos. And I want to make sure that the ones I edit are the ones that are keepers. This was just in a spot off, like, kind of by, like, not Rock Park, but Spice Island Drive. Down the Truckee, some weird, just weird side location where I'm pretty sure babies that were made here a bunch of times. And it was really cool. There's a little bike path and stuff. Ooh, 6 people? So the cool thing is I turned off Facebook Live, and I get more people when I turned it off. So thank you guys for tuning in. We have 15 minutes here for a wedding Q&A. And ask me all the wedding questions that you guys have that you're concerned about. And let's see if we can tackle it together. A lot of what ifs, or hey, I had this situation, or how do you do this? I'm happy to talk about it. And also, if you're here and you're new, please give me a subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 likes. If you are part of the group that's watching, I would appreciate if you guys maybe just shared this and tell people, make them, you know, follow me, subscribe to me. And then also, of course, the description is going to have all the stuff that I'm using today as far as my editing goes, and as far as what I use for everything, and how to send me images. We do a weekly critique, although we're missing this week, so let's call it like a not weekly critique, but a critique. Oh, and those of you that are in Reno, I am setting up something with an amazing photographer named Bill Larkin, and we're setting up a live critique over at Hatch, and it'll be part of Hatch Lab series, but it'll be, you can bring your stuff in, sit with us, mainly him, I'll just be there kind of talking, but he will be doing a live critique of whatever you want, and this guy is like technical, genius, amazing, like really good at light. So he sees things a lot differently in a lot more technical way, I believe. Although I'm actually curious to see what he says about things opposed to how I view it. But that's kind of the fun of it. It makes you think. And I think we're actually talking about doing a rating system too. So I'll let you guys know on that. But it'll be September. September on a Friday. And everybody's welcome. Weddings are a whole different situation, Pat. So here's the thing about wedding photographers, guys. Wedding photographers need to be able to shoot animals, people, parties, events, long exposure, during the worst time of day. We need to be able to shoot product photography, everything. And if you don't know how to do any of one thing, you have to learn, because ultimately in a wedding, you're shooting everything at once. You know, it's not like a regular shoot where we can go pick the location, we sit there, we can set up lights, we can kind of sit off to the side and rest and relax in between. This is like nonstop going. So if you go to a wedding and just not do anything, or feel like you're just going to coast and just be able to grab candidates all night, never going to happen. Also, never go to a wedding without a timeline, never go to a wedding without a game plan. You will fail. I promise you. So the swimsuits on these are by an amazing, oh god, Zozo Bikini Wear, local company, amazing chica, who makes custom bathing suits for, well, ladies, and she does a lot of the stuff for like fitness competitions and stuff too. This is a real life example. Real life example. What's up, guys? We're here for another 15 minutes. If you're watching on the channel, and if you're just watching me edit, awesome. Hang out with me. I'm just going to go through a call with everything here. I'm using Lightroom, so feel free if you want to mute your stuff, you can mute your stuff. And but if you're here to talk about weddings, let's talk. Ask me. I want to hear some stuff here. I want to hear maybe some stories. Maybe like, hey, I had this bride that was like cray cray, and you know what I get asked a lot from people is like, hey, have you ever reshot a wedding of somebody that got divorced at a wedding that you shot in the past? And the answer is yes. A couple times. Which is awesome, you know. Usually it's like one person hires me, so like, you know, it's not both people end up hiring me. And there's also, you know, there's a lot of weddings that a lot of my past clients have gotten divorced and remarried, and not even a question to me, like not even like, hey, are you available this day? Which maybe they're like, that'd be weird. But, you know, that's my job. I mean, it's weird. Like, right, you get a car, you get it serviced, and then you get another car. You would probably go to the same place to get it serviced again because you know that they're good unless they weren't good. So now I'm thinking these people don't think I'm good. It's tough. It's a tough life I live. We're going to pick the girls up in a little bit here. My eyes are starting to fall out of my head because I already did like 3 hours of emails on top of this. We've got to get some stuff done. We got dance tonight for the girls. So we're going to hang over there. This time last week, we went to dance. I got a drink over at the Human Bean and off Longley in McCarran. And a few hours later, I got super sick. And I don't know if it was from the Human Bean or what they put in it, but that was the last thing I was able to eat. My head was spinning. My stomach was on fire. We went to BJ's restaurant to meet Lindsay's parents, and I could not get out of the car. So I sat in the car for like, I don't even know how long, honestly, an hour and a half. I tried to sleep. I couldn't sleep. And of course, Lindsay parked in like on the walkway of the restaurant. So as everybody was walking by, everybody would look in the car to like see what I was doing. Well, at least that's what I thought. You know, I thought they were just like, what's that guy doing in there? Why is he being all weird? So it made me question myself a little bit. It was scary. Who else is in here, guys? We have 10 more minutes to hang out and chat. I will be uploading this so you guys can rewatch this as well. If you're new to my channel, feel free to look through some of my stuff. You know, it's a lot of direct talking. I'm not a big editor and stuff, or in videos, so everything's kind of off the cuff, which is better for me, and it works. And I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. You know what? I'm going to add this here. Come hang out with me. That's right. The road. The road to 1K subscribers. Please share my page. God, I can't see anything, man. My eyeballs are broke. Cool. Cool. So, talk to the couple about the wedding. Get some good glass. Make a timeline of what's going to happen and have fun. Am I missing anything else? No. Yes, Pat. Contract. You're missing a contract. So, get a contract. Get a contract and get a contract. I mean, yeah. Other than that, everything's cool, man. And not get a timeline. Like, if you have to create a timeline for them, create one. You know, make sure that they know what you're there for, how long you're there for, and you know as well. So that's what a contract is, just a meeting of the minds. Making sure that everybody's happy. No weird surprises. Oh, Pat, I thought you were supposed to be here for like 30 hours, bro. Like, why'd you leave after 12? And, you know, you're like, no, we didn't talk about that. We talked about this. And that's really what's going to kill you. But otherwise, yeah, have fun. It's a wedding. Enjoy. Remember, you're a guest at a wedding when you shoot a wedding. You're also working, but you're a guest, and nobody likes a photographer that sits on the side and just doesn't talk to anybody. It's more awkward than anything else. So feel free to walk around. The last wedding that we did, I got invited to drink everywhere, and you know, politely just said no, or like, hey, dude, I got kids, like I can't go. So it's fun. It's fun when you know, become part of the wedding and memorable. And then the cool thing is in the future, these people will hire you because of how cool you are as a person. Which, you know, means I can have mediocre work, but as long as my personality is epic, then it works out. That's how I won Best of Reno. Ask all the people that ranted about it. All the people that ranted about it. I don't get how this guy won. I don't get it. His work is okay, but not the best. Well, that's not what that contest is about. And if you want to win next year, brand yourself out. Take it. Please take it. Do it. I'll help you do it. Just so I don't have to read another rant about it. And then so I can rant about it. Here we go. Just kidding, guys. Please don't write to me about rants. Please don't. Please don't. I don't want to read it. She's moving to Switzerland. Pretty. Awesome, guys. We have a little bit. Thanks, Pat. My work is not mediocre. I know that, but I'm not the best photographer as far as skill goes. I feel like I'm a really good marketer. I feel like I'm really good at branding. I feel like I'm really good at letting my name roll off people's tongues. So, you know, if somebody goes, hey, I need a photographer, all of a sudden I will get a lot of people that go, JeramieLu photography, JeramieLu, hey, you know this guy JeramieLu, he's great. And, you know, my work is good, so, I mean, you can't, like, have crappy work and then be great at marketing. But that's ultimately what it is. You can be an amazing, amazing photographer and be horrible at marketing and not get anything and then just be mad at the world. So marketing is the key. If you're not engaging with people, then don't be mad that they don't know that you're a photographer. And that's actually the biggest thing about these rants that kind of bugged me, was a lot of people were like, I guess we have 5 minutes to talk about this. I guess a lot of people were like, I didn't tell anybody that this contest was going on and they didn't vote for me. So there. And I'm like, well, if you didn't tell anybody, that why would they know to vote for you? A lot of these people go on just to vote for the people they love. So if you don't tell them, they're not going to vote. That's confusing, right? Do you guys get it? If they don't tell somebody something and they don't vote for you, that's your bad. Don't go be like, I didn't win. I mean, let's talk about like President any type of governor election or anything. It's campaigning, so people know. I don't know these people personally. Whatever. How do you keep track of pending shoots and where you are with each client or couple? I'm going to add this to the bottom, Raquel, and we'll end with that. There's a company called Pixify.com. There's a company called Pixify.com, and they are a software management company for photographers, and I always have it open here. So I'm going to pull down this screen. Boom, right there, open. Let me get you guys away from my emails here, creepers. This is Pixify.com. They're amazing. So when I first started, they were, I don't know if they were building it. I think I started like they were 3 years in, but I feel like this last year, Pixify.com has really kind of bumped up. Tim, who runs this, who owns this, has made what he calls Pixify University, and basically you can watch videos when you sign up from beginning to end. Doesn't take that long to watch it. He actually gives you a free month if you watch it, and it tells you how to do everything within Pixify. So so Raquel, listen to what I'm saying now. So I got Tim into it, I got Ron into it, but now there's a Pixify University. So she said Tim tried to get me, it was so hard to learn. We'll have to look back into it. I promise you, like, if I didn't have this, I would fail as a photographer. So it's really, really simple. You don't have to use everything that's in here, but everything that's in here is made for photographers. So basically, I can put all of my leads in here. So I have this lead section, and what a lead is, every time somebody emails me, it goes into this lead section. I will send them an email, or I can put all their information in. So I can go to add new lead up here, and basically I can put all the information that I need. So my email comes in and it's like, hey, my name's Joey. I want to get pictures of myself naked. I'm a DJ. So I would put all the stuff in here, Joey, email, blah, and then go into any notes here, who referred them to me, the date they contacted me, what type of shoot it is, and all this stuff is customizable to you. So it does take a little bit of time to do it. So when you sign up, I would give yourself a week, maybe spend like an hour a day on it, just kind of going through, watching the university and applying it for yourself. But once you have everything, you're done, and that's how you want to do it. You don't want a system that isn't catered to you, because there's, you know, a lot of stuff that on here that I would never use, and if I had to use it, I wouldn't use it. Within here, I can create all my invoices are in here, so you guys are going to see this real quick. Hopefully it doesn't show like how much money I make, because I think that's tacky as shit. Oh god, oh god. Alright, so all my invoices are here that I've sent out. This is how much people have paid, how much is owed left, and so forth, if it's late, if it's not late. And then I have all of these like questionnaires that I can send out. Joey, he's always messing around. Pat, it's not important to have engagement before the wedding, but you need to connect with your client somehow. So if you don't do an engagement session, connect with them somehow. But the engagement session allows them to see how you shoot, gives them something to push out. It gives them a little more comfort that you can do what you're going to do at the wedding. If not, you're going to have to spend a little more time doing that. But this has all my inquiries for my questionnaires. So these are all questionnaires that have just come in, but let's call these little templates here. You guys actually see. So for weddings, since we're talking about weddings, wedding inquiry. What happens is they'll send me an email, and instead of you just typing this whole thing about, hey, I'm a wedding photographer, nice to meet you, blah, 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 every single time, I have a generic email that goes out through Pixify, links them to this questionnaire, links them to my pricing, and they have to fill all this stuff out if they're interested, right? So the cool thing is once somebody sends me an email and I send them back this questionnaire, if I get this questionnaire back, I know that they've looked at my prices, I know that they're serious about talking with me, so they're not just price looking at everybody, and I'm not wasting my time. They have to fill out when their wedding, where is it going to be, the name of the bride and groom, and all that. The other cool thing with the questionnaire that has set up in here that saves time is that all this stuff in the questionnaire automatically goes into that lead list that we have, right? So it goes into that lead list. So I only really just put there, I don't know, she hasn't filled this out yet. So this is all I've put so far for this person who just emailed me today. And basically I just put in her name, her email, her wedding date, and then just notes on the email that she sent me. So currently looking for a photographer for next October. I sent her the questionnaire. The questionnaire is, Oh God, did I send her a questionnaire? That would have been awkward. So we're gonna go wedding inquiry, first reply. We have all these emails kind of set up. It just walks you down. I think I sent it, but I think I didn't re-upload this page, so we'll just send it again. So this is lead wedding first respond. It's an email that I created that sends all the stuff. Boom, sends it to her. Now, if she sends me back the answers to the questionnaire, I know that she's serious about talking about me. So these are questionnaires that people have filled out and on notifications, and I can go in and reply. So I highly recommend checking Pixify out. I have it at the bottom as well of my description. Guys, that's it. I'm an hour in. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. You guys can rewatch this and talk and play with me. Awkward. But I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy your day. Keep shooting. And read the description if there's something you guys want me to talk about in the future. If not, I'm just going to keep going. Bye, guys.